Hey, good morning, YouTubers. This is Francis. It's Monday morning, about 10 minutes to 7 a.m. Anyways, I kind of sore and tired this morning. It started raining here yesterday, and it was cloudy in the morning, but we started getting thunder and heavy downpours about 10:30, 11 o'clock in the morning. And that was during the middle of the church service. So you could hear during the sermon, uh, "Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy." You start hearing boomers outside, boom, boom, boom. Uh, Anyways, Lord have mercy, right? Anyway, but that's really not what mercy means. So, anyway, um, that was the point of the sermon. But anyways, we're not going to get into that. I wearing my this is like a purple and white polka dot shirt. I couldn't find these. I ran out of hangers, so I got all my nice blouses, hanging up in the closet, and I ran out of hangers. And these things are hard to hang up anyway, because usually what you got to do is you got to cross the shoulder straps like on either side of the hook. And then they'll hang in the middle there. So I don't know if you girls even know that stuff, but Francis tries to find out how to use what he has, and but I need to get some more of those plastic hangers because I got more clothes than hangers. And anyway, well, we're not going to get into my bedroom furniture. Actually, I don't have any. I got a bed, that's it, and a makeshift nightstand. But anyways, Francis is not big on furniture, as you can see. Anyways, furniture is stuff you have to move when you move. So, anyways, I like to keep things simple, mattress, box, bed frame, folding chairs, and folding tables. So, I don't spend a lot of money on wood furniture here. So, anyways, so yesterday I had a choice. It was raining out. Go to the bus stop and sit there with my umbrella over my head for 30 minutes, or go to Park Place Lounge and have a pitcher of beer. So guess what Francis chose, okay? So, and if you said go to Park Place and have a pitcher of beer, you're right. So anyways, the Daytona 500 last week, or this, yeah. And actually it was, so I'm sitting there sipping on white Blue Moon Belgian white ale, yeah. Sipping on that and chewing on some orange slices, If you ever try that, squeeze some fresh orange juice from a orange into the Belgian wheat ale there. Oh, it's delicious. And that wheat ale, it's got a like a flavor to it. It's really good. And as long as I had that, and then and then when I got about halfway through the pitcher, I wanted to taste some tomato juice. So I started drinking Bloody Marys. So anyway, so I had quite a few Bloody Marys. So, but it's getting late, and then they're not showing the race. And I live in Jacksonville. It's about 2 hour drive north of Daytona, and it's raining in Jacksonville. I'm looking out and it's raining, and it goes to a sprinkle, then it goes to a downpour, it goes to a sprinkle. So I'm going, gee, I hope I catch these light rain periods when I leave to go to the bus stop. So, anyways, the race was delayed, and after drinking there for 3 hours, I decided it was time to go. Okay, because I figured I could catch a bus and do it a little differently. Don't wait for the last bus. So I went down to the bus stop, and I had my umbrella up, and it wasn't raining that hard. And I carry this bag. It's a nice bag. It's a Dakin bag, and it's got a zipper here, and a pocket inside, and a pocket outside. Well, the seats, the benches are all wet. So you lay this down on the bench, and all the wet bench is underneath. So you're sitting on a dry bag, right? So that's why, Fran-Sez is like a bag lady, right? So when it rains out, I carry my bag and my umbrella, and you can keep the umbrella in the bag, when you're not using it. And so anyway, tricks of the trade, I mean, most people get in their car, they use an umbrella, they get to their vehicle, pop the umbrella, get in the car, and they got a roof over their head, right? Well, I can't operate that way, okay? So the adventures of being a bus traveler, So anyway, so I took the bus down to I took an R5 bus and went to Kent State University. There's like a bus stop right at that college campus, and the bus that goes home for me goes by there. And so I get on the bus. Now I got a choice. It's like, I don't know, 4:30. Yeah, 4:30. And here comes my bus. So instead of getting off at my apartment at 5 o'clock, I says, well, I can take this bus down to like the China buffet. And that's what I did. And so I went to the China buffet, and I got there right about 5 o'clock, 5:05, something like that. So I went in, I had a nice meal, and then I was in there for about an hour, and then so now it's like 6:05 or whatever, and it's raining outside, and I had ate 2 big plates of rice and Chinese food. I don't eat dessert, and I have the hot tea. So I don't eat anything with sugar in it, unless they're putting the sugar in the food, but it doesn't taste sugar. I just eat vegetables and meat and rice. Okay, so there's a lot of things on that buffet I don't eat. I don't touch any of the fruit. I don't touch any of the salad. None of the cakes, none of the ice cream, none of that stuff. Nothing dairy, okay? It's basically just meat and rice for Fran-Sez, and vegetables. So anyways, I feasted. I got 2 big heaping plates of food because I was hungry, And so then I get full, and I just pay the bill. It's $10, and you pay a couple bucks for the tea plus food tax. And it's a buffet, but I still like to give the girl at least a $2 tip. I left a $2.50 tip, so that's approximately 20%. I don't care, I mean, the food's good, I really enjoy the food. So, I mean, where can you go and have all you can eat for $9.99? And it's really good. They have good selections there. It's not like cheap stuff. Some Chinese places it's like, the food tastes horrible, and they got garbage up there. I mean, they have quality, fish and everything. So everything when I go there, whoever owns and operates this China buffet is smart, and that place gets packed out. I mean, it wasn't really crowded because I got there at 5 p.m. Place opens at 11 in the morning. But anyway, so I ate that, and then I had to go. I didn't check the bus schedule because when I got to the bus stop, the bus that's going to take me home goes by going out to the mall. And so I got there, and I get in the bus schedule out, and if I had just walked across the street, the outbound bus would have been right at the bus stop within a minute or two, So anyways, I'm I'm all sitting down. It took me a minute to get the thing down, and I'm sitting there, and then I look, and all of a sudden here comes the outbound bus, and I'm there. Oh man, I should have just crossed the street just in case that bus was coming, because if I had got on the outbound bus, that's the bus I'm going home on. And, I could have been in the bus, So I'm out there in the cold and the rain, and I basically had a T-shirt on, not this one. I had one that, had sleeves down to here. And I got this blue jacket over me, like a windbreaker, and that helps hold the heat in. But still, I'm sitting there on that cold bench for like 40 minutes waiting for this bus to come back, you know. So next time, see, you learn something, you know. Next time I'll be out of that Chinese place about 5 minutes earlier, and then I'll catch the outbound bus. That way I can just sit on the bus when it goes out to the end of the line, and then it sits there for 10 minutes, then it comes back. So it's like at least a 30-minute. Takes 10 minutes to go to the end of the line from that point on the bus route. So I could have been sitting on that bus instead of sitting in the rain with my umbrella like this for 35, 40 minutes. So, hey, you live and learn, right? So I'm going to write this down. You know, when you ride the bus, too, all these schedules, you look at all these times, you spend a lot of time looking at the schedules like, gee, how can I connect it go from point A and point B without having to take a pee in the middle, okay? That's Fran-Sez's new joke, you know, going from point A to point B without having to take a pee, okay? Anyways, alphabet jokes, okay? So anyway, so I'm having fun today. So I kind of missed the race because I went to eat, and then I was so full from eating, and I figured, oh well, I got 30 minutes to wait for this bus, and those are Publix right next door. But I was too full to go food shopping, you know. And they say, you know, don't go food shopping when you're hungry, but that really doesn't affect me because I only buy the same thing every time. But you know, there was some things I could have went in the store and walked around and killed 20, 25 minutes, and then got to the bus stop at 6:30, and I would have only been sitting in the rain for 10 minutes, you know. But you know, whatever. I don't. You know, I got to do. I got to get a cell phone or a watch because you know, I mean, you kind of handicap without a timepiece, and I just keep putting things off. You know, I got like 3 or 4 watches in my dresser. And you know, the batteries ran out. I never had the batteries replaced, so I don't know. But I look at the watches and I go, well, I don't want to wear that anymore, you know. I mean, watches with big dials and stuff. Try to get something that looks a little more feminine, I think. But anyways, so I had a good time. So I comes home and I noticed that one of my friends from New England called me Saturday, and I didn't call her back, and I didn't really have time. I didn't get home till 7 o'clock last night. So I was got home and I'm taking off like my wet. I wasn't wet, but you know I was kind of damp and cold. So I changed shirts, and then I looked and well, actually, I was in my bedroom, you know, taking off my wet sandals and stockings, and you know, and the phone rings. So you know, I mean, geez, I wonder who that is. It's 7:15. So I have a former girlfriend up in Massachusetts. So I guess she called me. So I don't usually answer the phone anyway when she calls because when I look at the caller ID, I know it's her. And if I pick up the phone, she gets charged. So I don't do that. So I call her back. So I get charged. Yeah, funny, isn't it? Anyway, so we talked for about an hour, you know, chewing the fat. You know, she misses me a lot, and I guess she likes my voice. So anyway, she's starting to feel the empty nest syndrome. You know, her youngest son joined the army a year, or yeah, maybe it'll be 2 years ago. And I think he was already in when I moved here a year and a half ago. So yeah, so it's 2 years ago. Her youngest son graduated high school and joined the army, so he's in the army full time or something. But another one of her sons moved in with her when the younger one left, and then now apparently they both sons are living in Nashua, New Hampshire area or something, and they're living together. 2 sons have their own apartment. It must be Party City, right? Party Central. But she loves living it alone, so that she says she's really loving it and everything. So hey, that's great. You know, I'm not going back up there to freeze my fanny off 6 months out of the year. So, anyways, somebody everybody knows may be moving in with Fran-Sez in a week or two, and I'm going to keep that a surprise and a secret. So everybody's going to be like, I wonder who that could be. Well, anyways, you'll find out probably after that individual gets here because we'll make a video, you know. So, anyways, someone has decided to move from their current location and come down here. And so, you know, whether this is a long-term residency or not, I don't know where it's going to go. But, you know, hey, I'm willing to try anything for a while. Fran-Sez is bored, tired of riding buses, tired of having no nightlife because I can't get on you know, the buses only run till like 7 o'clock. And, you know, it's like, you know, I'm tired of that. You know, it's like my whole life kind of just revolves around like where the bus goes and when it goes. So I'm tired of that, really. Really am tired of it. So, anyways, new adventures. New adventures in my life soon to start. Okay, so next month. And it ought to be fun. You know, might even be a pretty wild ride there for a while, you know, getting used to all that stuff. So, anyways, we both plan on going out in the evening. Excuse me. And, you know, hey, there's nightclubs in Jacksonville and they have drag shows and things. And, you know, I haven't gone to any of that. I've been living here a year and a half and I haven't been able to go much anywhere because I just can't afford transportation. You know, you go somewhere and you're paying like $3, $2, $3, $4 a drink. And then it costs you like a small fortune to take a cab home. You know, I mean, I can get it almost anywhere on the bus in the early evening, but then the bus stops, and then you're stuck taking a cab, and I don't have that kind of money. Okay? I live on a budget, and I'm not going to spend half of my fun money on taxi cabs. I'll tell you that much. So anyways, that's basically the news, and wow, 18 minutes. I can hardly believe that. This time goes by so fast, doesn't it? And I got to cut this short because a lot of people don't like to listen to Fran-Sez for 20 minutes. So maybe some of you do, but I don't want to bend anybody's ear too long. So anyways, looking forward to a good week. It's supposed to rain all week, and we're supposed to have real heavy downpours, like 24 hours of solid rain, like Wednesday or Thursday. Oh, boy. And then the temperature's going to go back down in the 40s. I mean, we were up in the 70s and 80s there last week. And now we're going back into the, well, you can't say the deep freeze, but, you know, cold, raw, rainy weather. If you ever lived in Connecticut, you know what I'm talking about, okay? So I guess I'll be just having a little cabin fever here this week. And so anyways, I'll catch you later. Love everybody. Have a good week.